Hellclock might look like another Diablo or Hades-style roguelike, but it doesn't play like a copy. It stands out because it pulls from a real historical event, the War of Canudos in 19th century Brazil, and uses that to drive both its story and tone. The game puts you in the shoes of Paju, a fighter trying to save his mentor's soul from the underworld after a violent clash with the Republic. From there, it builds a roguelike experience that's more focused on long-term planning than instant action. At its core, Hellclock is a mix of fast-paced combat and slow, deliberate progression. You fight through runs in Hell, picking one of 3 upgrades each time you level up. These minor buffs help in the short term, but the real progress happens between runs. You'll return to base to buy gear, upgrade abilities, and improve your stats. Think Diablo more than Hades. Over time, you'll create specific builds using gear, relics, and skills that suit your style. It gives you plenty of room to tinker, and the game supports this with a solid upgrade system. You can try all kinds of setups, like a summons-heavy build supported by relics that boost your minions. Some combinations feel clever and satisfying, and the game lets you swap and rework builds often enough to keep things fresh. That's where most of the fun is. Designing something powerful, testing it out, then tweaking again. But if you want tight, moment-to-moment combat, Hellclock might disappoint. The gameplay is fine, but not exciting on its own. Without the strategy layer, the combat turns into basic clicking and potion use. You need to be invested in the build-making side of things to get the most out of the game. There are a few rough edges. The item system becomes messy over time as you collect piles of duplicate relics and find many that only work with one ability. The titular Hellclock is another weak spot. It puts a strict time limit on each run, and while you can extend it by beating bosses or upgrading through the skill tree, it feels like a chore. Rather than add pressure in a good way, it often cuts good runs short for no good reason. It ends up being more annoying than interesting. Hellclock has some problems, but it tries something different and mostly pulls it off. The historical setting adds weight to the story. The progression systems are deep and rewarding if you enjoy planning and testing builds. If you don't, the game probably won't hook you. But if you do, Hellclock gives you enough freedom and flexibility to keep coming back. It's not perfect, but it's memorable. And in a sea of roguelike games, that counts for something. For more, check out our reviews of Eric's Home: The Stolen Dream or Ready or Not. Thanks for watching.